Hello stampers, welcome to this quick video. I was writing a tutorial for today's card, and the inside portion of the card, which is an explosion card, I guess you would call it, was getting kind of difficult to explain in writing. I've done it, it is in the tutorial, and I hope it works and it helps, but I thought it might be just quicker to show you. Now, if you followed me on Learning with Friends, it's been a hot moment since I've done one of these, and I no longer have my streaming software, and I haven't found a replacement. My computer has also started to be uncooperative, so I am replacing that as well. And so until all of that tech stuff gets behind me, I'm not sure I'm going to go back to streaming or if I'm just going to record these with my phone. This one I'm just recording with my phone. So let's go ahead and flip the phone down and I'll show you how to do an explosion card. You won't have to look at my face anymore. So hang on and we'll show you how to do it. I think you'll like it. Bye-bye. Okay, an explosion card has this piece in the center, and when you open your card, you'll have this little thing in your card, and it's going to set at a diagonal. And this is just my sample to figure out to make sure I knew how to do it. So pretend this is attached to the front of your card and this is attached to the back. When you open your card, this will open. Okay, so what I was having a hard time explaining in text was how to fold this piece. And I haven't actually put this in my card yet. I could have made another one, but I didn't want to waste this beautiful paper and make two. So I'm going to show you this one. And so it is already folded, but let's pretend it's not. Okay, so you're going to start with a 6 by 6 inch piece of designer series paper. And on the explosion card, this is the section I'm going to decorate. So this is what I'm going to see when I open the card. Let me just show you the card. You've seen it on the blog. Here's your front. This is made with a Amber Autumn bundle. Cute little pumpkins. The paper is not... I think this suite does come with paper, but I'm using the Gathering Together designer series paper for my card. I absolutely love it. It's one of the prettiest fall ones we've seen. It is special, in my opinion. It is specialty paper, so it's got some gold. I think it's actually called champagne because there's champagne colored foil that comes with this. Why don't I just show you this paper? It is so pretty. I wasn't planning to do this, but I do have it laying here. So these are, and I've got, so I'm going to show you the gold sides first. I'll pick this up a little bit. This is the one that we're not using. Kind of looks like it, but there's a few like that. Then we've got a plaid. So pretty. So it doesn't really have to be just fall. It could be any time of year, but all these leaves definitely make us think of fall. Here's the one I used on my card. And here's an old olive with some gold stripes. And here's another one that has lots of leaves in Cajun Craze, Basic Beige, and Early Espresso. The colors that this mainly goes with are crushed curry, old olive, early espresso, and did I say basic beige? I think are the main colors. But I'll flip these over just so you can see it. And here you've got some, oh, I got that wet. So we've got some basic beige backgrounds. We've got another plaid in Cajun Craze. Here's the one we're using. And then we've got a couple early espressos. So it's really, really pretty paper. It is an online exclusive, so you're not going to see it in a catalog. But let me show you how to fold this. And I'm hoping you can see this okay. I don't know if I can. Oh, when I'm using just my phone, I can zoom in a little bit. That's kind of cool, right? So you're gonna make 3 folds in here. You don't need to score, I wouldn't worry about it. Designer series paper is always a little sensitive to scoring. If you press too hard, it can cut. So it doesn't really need to be scored. So with the side you want facing up, we're gonna fold this at an angle in this direction, and we're just gonna fold it corner to corner and then burnish, okay? Open it back up, and you're gonna flip it to vertical score and burnish. Open it again to horizontal fold. And that's all there is to the fold. So so that's easy, right? But it was a little harder to explain without showing you how to do it, because I thought, oh, they're probably not gonna know when I say horizontal, I say vertical, they might not know what I mean. But basically you're gonna fold it up, over, and one diagonal, okay? Now, the diagonal piece is gonna have a mountain fold. So you wanna, this is gonna fold upward, the diagonal score. And the others are both valley folds. So when you bring this in, like this, it folds up into this little square. And that is probably, I don't know, it was 6, so it should be 3 by 3, right? Because we folded it in half. Now, let's go ahead and put it in this card. And this is a bookbinding card, so this piece here, you'll see in the tutorial, it's 4 1/4 by 11, and then it's scored at 5 1/2 and 4 1/4. And then we adhere these together. So that's a bookbinding card, but this is gonna sit in here. And you want these points, so you've got 2 pieces that are not folded, and those are gonna lay flat on here. And this just fits in the card, point to point and point to point, okay? So you want to think about before you glue it down, because we're gonna glue it down, this is gonna be glued on here, and it's gonna open like this, okay? So you want the point to face, both of the points, these 2 points, to be lined up with this, and these points here, and this one over here in this fold. So let's go ahead, and I'm really hoping this works, because this is my first attempt at this. And I'm gonna use liquid glue. Good old green glue, a lot of us will call it. And again, make sure before you put it down that it's gonna open correctly. But the liquid glue lets me move it around a little bit to get it in the right place. So I want these points to line up over here. I want this point over here, and these at top and bottom. Now I'm not sure if it's actually gonna stick out a little bit. I need to move this a little bit more. I don't have it quite close enough. This would be easier if I was sitting in my chair with my nose on the paper. So let me get that back over here on this end here. Now you gotta you might wanna use your grid paper to get your points aligned. And I'm struggling a little bit. Like I said, this is my first time doing that. So if I lay this, and I'm looking for the same line going this way, and I'm just gonna line it up that way to make sure I get it square, and then move it over, because I'm not too far from the edge. Okay, how's that? Is that pretty close? Pretty close. All right, let's call it good. Now, it should look like this. You close it up and you don't see it, right? So now I'm gonna add some adhesive on here. This is why liquid adhesive, this is a good job for liquid adhesive. You do want to use a strong adhesive, so you could use something like tear and tape. Now we're just going to close this, and we're just going to close this right on top. And I'm going to hold it for a couple seconds. and make sure it's nice and stuck. And voila, that's how it opens up. Now we get to decorate the inside, and I've already done that, and that's not really part of the tutorial. It is part of the tutorial, and I don't really need probably to take time on the video. But since it's done, I'm just gonna lay these here, and these will go in those corners that are adhered down. So let's just add some adhesive on here. These are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, which you will see in the tutorial. And I am just going to center that in here. The tutorial has all the dimensions. You can download that at the link. And you can see I took 2 attempts to stamp this. It's okay, every paper has 2 sides. And we're gonna put this one over here. And I'm just centering it in these little areas. Okay, and when I close my card, it goes away. And when I open it up, isn't that cool? I think whoever gets this is gonna like this. This is fun. So this is called an explosion fold. This is called a bookbinding fold. Both are explained in the tutorial. So I hope you found that helpful. And I may do some more videos like this. We're gonna see how it goes. Now I have to go to editing mode. Don't really like editing, but yeah, I was having a hard time explaining it. So I'm probably gonna do more videos where I have something that's difficult to explain, and we'll just try to keep them really short to show you how to do it. So there we go. Have a great one. If you have questions, please leave a comment, and I will do my best to answer the questions if something still isn't clear. Have a great day, and God bless. Bye-bye.